Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel.
Okay, so let's make a cube, yay. And let's make some fire. But don't worry, it will not be very good. In case that was the thing you were worried about. That. Okay, and then I'll make it some speed and fade out, and that'll be good enough, I think. And then do that, and then do that, and do that, and do that, and put that in there. So that's our fire thing. So we want this fire to only happen if it's above a certain temperature, for example. So let's have a timer so we can increase it over time. So this speed thing is you send it a speed and it moves at that speed. So it could be like 0 or above 1 or less than 0 and stuff like that. And then that'll affect how much fire we got. So if we have like a timeline to control this, that will make it that amount, and then that will make it 0 amount and no speed and none of that. So that shouldn't affect, actually, that'll be separate. Okay, zoom in here. Okay, and then that will control that playhead. Works fairly well, but that will be based on the proximity and strength of another one. So what we'll do is have a trigger zone looking for this object. So this will have a label of scenery, and that will look for scenery only. In labels mode, so it cares about labels. And then we can use the detected output, which is when it's detected by a thing, and you put that in there. I'll put that into there actually, so we can see what is going on. So if this isn't next to it, it won't be getting hotter. So if it's, we'll have a fall off for it. So when it's closer, you have a higher percentage in here. So if it's right next to it, it will move faster. If it's quite far away, it will move really slowly. So that's cool. If it's a 0, we want this to start cooling down. So if that is 0, then we'll power this one, which will send a negative number, but very slight negative. So like that. Don't need to see it. Wire that in there. Cool. So it's currently got 0, so it's sending this negative number. If we give it a little bit of heat, it will start climbing. If we give it no heat again, it will start slowly going down. Which you may not want to happen because it's fire, and maybe it should just slowly increase if it's caught fire at all. Probably want it to only be powered around here as well then. Where is it? Cool. So maybe once it's past this point, then it'll turn this stuff off, so it won't ever cool down, but it will send it this other value, which will make it very slowly creep up forevermore, like this minimum amount. Yeah, so now it's just slowly climbing no matter what, and if it gets closer to something hot, it gets even hotter. So you do something like that. So of course this would be in this, and be centered around the thing that's actually on fire, or anything else that's hot, I guess. And these would be like that. Oh, that needs to detect only stuff that's not in the same group. Oh, it's not inside a group, so let's put that inside that group. So because we're looking for a label, that isn't ideal because now we can't do the not here stuff, so it doesn't detect itself. So instead, we will look for a tag flammable, and that will look for the tag called flammable, but only if it's not here. So now it won't make itself increase. Let's just have a fire starter over here. That shouldn't care if it's here or there or whatever. Cool. So that now let's have one next to it like that. That one's slowly getting hotter. Starting to get on fire, and that should be, see, it's like making that area hotter. Now let's set the other one on fire, and now that one's causing that to go on fire, so it kind of has this runaway effect. So you could do something like that. So I'll just add a in-scene switch thing that I made forever ago. There we go. Cool. An interaction to let you do that. And maybe you could have different things have different amounts of flammability, so it moves faster along this this timer. But yeah, it works fairly well.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.